Mm. Hello, we are live. How is everybody? Sorry, I am 1 minute late. Did you wait for me? Are you here? I've just got off a call with our most amazing VIP students. So once a month, we get on a call to discuss anything and everything to go that's happening in their businesses. And sometimes we're mid-conversation when it's time for me to go live. So I'm sorry I'm a minute late. Hopefully you hung in with me there and you're still here. My apologies, but that's the reason for it. Just trying to wrap up a call with the VIPs. We've just had a 2.5 hour call, and we could have gone on easy for another half an hour to an hour, I think. Anyway, I'm here for you guys, and I want to just strip it back for a minute with this live and go back to some basics regarding what you guys need to do to get more people to see your content. Okay, this is really important because a lot of people in social media want, the best cracking post, or, what can I write that's going to get me some more customers, or attract some business builders into my business, or to put my link out there to my, opt-in page or whatever. Like, everybody's looking for that thing that they can put on social media that's going to give them the most traction. And I just want to take a step back for a minute and share with you 3 things that you should just do that are really quick and simple. You've probably done them before and you may have, backed off in it, but this is how we work the algorithm. And this is really important to do on a real daily basis. If you want social media to work for you, if you want people to be interested in what you've got, if you want people to respond to what it is that you are doing, you need to have the algorithm working for you by what you do every day, not that one post that you put out there once a month expecting people to grab and, say, what is it, can it, etc. So it's really, really, really important, your basic, boring routine on a daily basis to get the algorithm working for you so the right people are seeing your stuff. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about again today. So again, apologies, I was a minute late, but we just have the most awesome group of VIP students, and we dive deep into their businesses. And honestly, I could have stayed on that call for easily another hour, but I'm here for you guys now. Okay, so if we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin, and I am here to serve this amazing community that we have here of entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, those of you in direct selling, etc. However you're building your business, but we are bringing businesses online and using modern online strategies to build their business. How I ended up here is because I am in the industry myself. I have my own e-commerce business in health and wellness, and I'm building an amazing team of people around the world, from Australia, New Zealand, US, Germany, UK, Canada, like everywhere. And so I'm in the trenches doing what I'm teaching you. What led me here is pure frustration of building my business the traditional way, and it just didn't end up working for me. So I came looking to social media and things that I could navigate to attract people to me. So that's mainly what we talk about sort of here. But today, I don't want to get into any fancy strategies or talking about, what's the new latest thing for Facebook. What you do on social media has to be really intentional. So many people come onto social media acting one way. They put posts out there. They're expecting people to respond, but you haven't intentionally networked or given people love from your perspective. Social media will work for you more when you are more intentional about what you do, and not once a week, not a couple of times a month, every single day. So I'll get into, and I just want to really simplify this for you guys, because some of you just need to strip it back and get back to basics to make sure the algorithm is working for you so you can get your posts seen by more people and different people. But that can't work for you unless you're putting the effort and the intention in the first place. Okay? So simple strategy today, but I hope you're listening. So how are we all today? Are you having an awesome day? Let's see who's here. We got Crystal, the amazing Crystal, one of our life members in our coaching community. Okay, warning. I've been talking for the last 2.5 hours on our VIP mentorship call. There is high likely possibility that I'm not going to get all my words out on this live the right way around. When I do a lot of talking, I end up mixing up my words because I talk so fast and I'm trying to get all the information out but not keep you guys here too long. And I've already been talking for a long time, so forewarned, okay? Good morning to you, Emma. High five, Mike. We've got Janet here as well, one of our VIPs. Good morning, Gloria. Oh, that's my morning, not your morning. How are you today? Hello, Hero. We've got Christine as well. Olive is here. We've got Joanne. Good to see you on. I don't get notifications for your lives anymore. I had to come find you. Oh, that's interesting. Just check, Crystal, whether the notifications have dropped off or not with the new version of Facebook. So both for the group and the page, just make sure the notifications are turned on. Bit like StreamYard been dropping off for some people, maybe your notifications are not turned on anymore for the page or the group. So just double check that. Where did you all go? Hang on. Judy and Bob, have an awesome day and the weekend is on its way. It is. Hello, Heather. Good to see you on. So one of our VIPs, as is Judy and Bob. Hello, Patricia. We've got Michelle here. We've got Joanne saying hello to everybody as well. Aldith, one of our VIPs. Megan, one of our VIPs. Hello, Ford. Everyday progress. Not as fast as I'd like, but the tortoise won the race. And this is the thing, guys. People have way too high expectations of their results on social media, and they expect things to happen. But unless you are really, really intentional, you plan a lot. We just had a great conversation about that with the VIPs. But planning, focus, intention, and, when you give love on social media, you can get a hell of a lot of love back. But unless you're intentional with giving the love, I'll give you some steps in a minute, hold that thought, it's going to be hard for you to be successful because social media is so noisy. There are so many people that could go and follow. Make yourself, hey Shirley, make yourself one of those people that people want to follow. But you've got to give them a reason. Do not take social media for granted. What is the reason that I would come to your page, whether that's a personal profile, whether that's a group, or whether that's a business page, or all of the above? Maybe you've got all three. What is the reason that I would hang out with you? What are you sharing? Are you letting me get to know you and your life and what your thoughts are and who you are? How many of you, be honest with me here in the comments section, how many of you know my kids' names? How many of you know whether I've got boys or girls? How many of you know my husband's name? A lot of you here, I wouldn't expect anybody new to the page to know that. But there is a lot about my life that you guys know because I share who I am as a person. I don't just share just business stuff on social media. I share my life with you guys. It's just I've let the walls down. It took me a while. Some of you may still be in that space with a group or a business page. We've just been talking about this as well. People resonate with human beings at the end of the day. They don't resonate with people that want something from them. So you need to let people know who you are. You need to let people know that you care. When you do all of that on social media, guys, you will get more love back. You will get more results in your business. You'll get more people reaching out to you. You'll get more people seeing your posts. I've got a strategy for you in a moment, okay? Hello, Cindy. How are you? Good to see you on. She was also on our VIP call. I attended the first day of my first ever business event today. They had a social media expert on there, and I had to comment on his words. What he was talking about is the opposite to what I've learned from you, Helen. Okay, so what does that make you think, Crystal? So I'd be interested to see how you've interpreted that. So is that good? Is it bad? Has it got you confused? What are your thoughts regarding that? We are listening. We've been listening for hours. Yes, you have. Hello, Donna. Good to see you on. We've got Sarah on as well. Okay, I'll go and check that regarding the notifications. Hello, Tina. Lovely to see you here. Paul, Ollie, and Zach. That is right. That is my husband and my 2 sons. I do. I feel like we're one big happy family. We are. Yes, I know we know a lot about your family and life. It's very interesting. Love hearing the stories. Yep, you've got it, guys. I think I need to share more of me. I need to let down the wall gradually. Absolutely, Teresa. And just to share a little bit of my journey, if you haven't heard this before early on, I'm from corporate. I used to wear a suit every day. That was what I spent a lot of my money on, was suits. Crazy how, now it's like T-shirts and stuff like that, how life can change. But I spent a lot of money on suits, like hundreds of dollars, like per suits, like crazy amount of money. But I was earning big bucks in the corporate world. But a very professional presence, a general manager who had a lot of staff, lobby politicians. So I was in a man's world, guys. I had to prove myself. Most of the executives around me were men. There were many a time when I would be around a board meeting and it was me and all men. It was just the world that I got used to. Most of the politicians, not so much now, but most of the politicians were all men. Like I was just in a man's world in the corporate world. So you build some grit, I think is what you call it. Serves me well now. But there was an element of professionalism about me in that world. So I come into the online world and I was that person to start with. Can any of you guys relate here? Those of you that work in a professional sort of corporate environment, that I brought that here into the online world. I felt that I had to be that kind of sort of person. My identity was caught up with being a general manager. I cried at the thought of moving to the country. I didn't know who I was without being a general manager. That ended up being who I was. This crazy journey, because now the online world and breaking all down those barriers, you get Helen now. Like you didn't get Helen in the beginning when I started online. And that was honestly not who Helen really was, but that was who I needed to be to survive in the corporate world, in a man's world. So I'm trying to be that person here. People couldn't relate to me. People didn't know who I was. I wasn't letting my personality shine through. I was memorizing my notes for my Facebook Live for like hours. It would take me 4 hours to prep for a 10-minute Facebook Live because that's what I thought I had to do. Who am I to, be anybody in the online world or teaching people anything about the online world? What did I know about the online world? I was one of the last people on Facebook, but that's who I thought I needed to be. If you're not being you, if you're not sharing your life, if you're not sharing your journey, if you're not sharing your successes, if you're not sharing your downfalls on social media, then people aren't getting to know you. Okay, so, geez, I just went on a tangent then, but that's not really the 3 points that I was going to tell you about. But valuable points, you've got to be you, guys. But you've got to learn to break down those walls, because some of you still might have walls up to that. It's a scary thing letting people into your life on social media, but until you do and you break down those walls, people can't connect with you. They can't connect with you as a human being. They don't know that you're genuine and authentic. They don't know you care. Hopefully you guys know here how much I care about this community. This community means so much to me, so much. There are people here that I've got their back. I know they've got mine, and we've never even met in person. It's weird how the online world works, but I've allowed that, and other people have allowed those relationships to blossom. But you can't do that unless you let the walls down, okay? So that's really, really, really important. But number one, so just going to give you 3 quick things. This is not rocket science. I've talked about this before, but some of you need to strip it back and just go back to these basics. Intentionally network and liaise with people on social media as a human being. Go through your news feed and comment on people's stuff. Share, like, compliment people, like actually spend time intentionally networking with people in your newsfeed and intentionally networking with people that you think would be cool people to work with. Because the algorithm is driven by your behavior. If you end up with a one-way street on social media and you're so focused on that post or that sales post or that post in the group, or, you're so focused on what can I put out there to get people to respond to me, like you've got all this, hype on that kind of behavior on social media, it's not going to work. You need to share your journey. People are watching your journey. We are in a world now that is very fast. People need multiple exposures to you, what you have, what you've got on offer. If you're in the online world, tell people, share the journey, share the successes. People follow you for a period of time. So you've got to be really active and really intentional. Do people even know that you're in the industry? What are you sharing on your personal profile? Is it just all family and stuff like that? They don't even know you're in the online world. They don't even know you're in health and wellness industry. They don't even know you're in a big digital business. What are you sharing? So share yourself, your life, your successes. Let people know what it is that you do without being spammy. Disclaimer, don't be spammy. But share your journey on an ongoing basis, but intentionally network with people outside your immediate circle of friends or circle of people that are already in online with you. Because if you don't, you end up with an inbred timeline. Now, what I mean by that is it's the same people seeing your stuff that already love you. It doesn't help you when you put that awesome post that you've put out there. No one else is seeing it other than the people that already love you, and they just give you more love. So the people that you want to see your content, that are outside your family and friends, they're outside your immediate circle of influence or, network marketing business or whatever you're doing, digital marketing, etc. You need to intentionally go and network with people outside the people you're talking to every day for them to even see your content. Because what you're sharing is only going to be seen by the ones that are already in your space. So if you want social media to work for you, if you want the algorithm to send your posts out to more people, you need to intentionally go and network outside the people that are already there. Okay, so whether that's on your personal profile and it's, networking with people that you don't know, if that's, on a business page, you could be doing advertising, will do that for you, but still don't forget to share your personal stuff on your business page. And on a personal page, don't forget to share what the hell it is that you do without being spammy on your personal profile. If you're in a group, don't forget to share it's not, if all your stuff in the group is promo stuff, boring, I'm out of there. I don't want to be sold to. I love to buy. This is what everyone's about. Everybody loves to buy new stuff. Don't you love to buy new stuff? But you don't like to be sold to. But unless you share what it is you're doing, unless you network outside your immediate sort of circle of influence and family and friends and things like that, unless you're growing your business page, unless you're growing your group, unless you're growing your personal profile, you always must be intentionally growing your network. You do that every day by liaising with new people. If you got somebody on your radar, go to their profile and leave them a couple of compliments. Don't even friend request them. Just go, as long as you'll only be able to do that if their profile's public. But go and intentionally liaise. One of the best things that you can do on social media is set aside 30 minutes, couple of times a day, minimum, once a day, and just go and network with other people. You get eyeballs on people, guess what happens? Their eyeballs are back on you. But intentionally get outside your immediate network of people, because when you do one day put that amazing post out there that may get a bit of traction, nobody else is seeing it except the people that are already there. One of the smartest things you can do, hopefully a lot of you are doing this in this industry, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about when I mention this, is this is personal profile only, is you segment your friends into lists. Facebook allows you to do that. So you might have some new people that you're networking with, and you do friend request them or vice versa, and you put them in a list. And that list might be new prospects, and you've got 10 people on that list. Then go and put a post out that's kind of curiosity based about what you're doing and quite intentional on your behalf, but it only goes to that list with 10 people on it. Like, be intentional about what you're doing on social media and you'll get far better results than just winging it every day, picking up your phone every day and just scrolling. That's not intentionally building a business on social media. So number one, intentionally network with people outside your immediate things. Always be growing your network. It should be one of your income producing activities, one of your daily activities. How are you getting new people to wherever you're building? Personal profile, group, or page. Always be building your network, okay? Number two, deliberately go into stories and send messages in response to somebody's stories. If you're not doing that, you are missing the opportunity to get into people's inboxes, because as soon as you comment on somebody's story, it goes straight into their inbox. Now you can start having a conversation. So go to your phone, open it up, go into your stories section here, click on one, comment, click on the next one, comment, click on the next one, comment. That looks awesome. You look amazing. Beautiful day. Comment on people's stories. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, twice a day. Get into people's inboxes by scrolling through your stories. Simplest way, it's intentional. Say something nice to somebody, give them a compliment, just say something. You're in somebody's inbox. Guess what they're going to see next time they open up their Facebook newsfeed? More than likely, they're going to see your story. And maybe they weren't seeing it before. So what you do puts yourself in the algorithm on other people's newsfeed. So you start getting into people's messenger, and then they will start seeing your stuff in their newsfeed and in stories. But unless you intentionally go and do that and get into people's inbox through their stories, they may not even be seeing your stuff. So just go through people's stuff and get into people's inboxes, because the way the algorithm works is it loves Messenger. And if you're communicating with somebody in Messenger, then you'll see more of each other's stuff. So if there's people that you don't want to see more stuff of, don't comment on their news feeds, don't comment in their stories, and let the new people take over. Okay? So one, intentionally network with people outside your immediate sort of circle of people that are already there. Business pages, maybe boost a few videos for $5 for 5 days. Get your video in front of new people. Spend a few marketing dollars to build up your network on your business page. Groups, how are you inviting people, new people, to your group? You've always got to have new people filtering into a group. So wherever you're hanging out, always new people. The third one, Facebook gives you this every single day, and that is, whose birthday is it? So every morning, open your phone, if you can get the code right. Go into where is it? It's gone. Where's the birthdays? I've lost birthdays. Hang on. I know it shows you on the, where's the birthdays gone? Friends. Anyway, I'm not sure where it's gone on a phone. But on a computer, when you open it up, it's got birthdays up in the top right-hand corner. You'll get a notification anyway if you're not looking for it. You can find it there on your phone. But you'll get a notification of whose birthdays is, and you can go onto a computer and look up birthdays. Do a voice message. Go into somebody's birthday, and guess what's going to happen after that? Now, this could be somebody that you haven't spoken to for 4 months or 6 months, but they're a friend of yours, so they're showing you the birthday. And you then send them in Messenger, happy birthday to you. I'm an idiot. I do this all the time. I send people happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have an awesome day. Love, Helen. Whatever it is that I do. I do that with my friends all the time, and they're like, oh, I look forward to this every year, Helen. They just get to know what I do. So that could be a friend that I may have not spoken to for a year. But when I do that, it's funny how this works. I'll end up seeing their stories the next time I open up my phone, and they'll probably end up seeing mine. So Facebook loves Messenger. So utilize stories to get in people's Messenger so you can get the algorithm working for you outside the people that are already seeing your stuff. So this is stuff that's really intentional. So look at the birthdays every day. On the phone, you get a notification every day of whose birthdays it is without even going to look for it. On your phone. So intentionally go and do that. So when you give a lot of love on social media to new people and different people, so many more people are going to be seeing your stuff, guys. So many people are going to be following your journey as long as you're sharing your journey. So share your journey and let more people see it. You never know whose interest that is going to intrigue regarding what you're up to, what you're doing, the life that you're leading, the fact that you're in an online business. Share it. If you're not talking about it, how does anybody know? So yes, you can do full-blown Facebook advertising. Yes, there's all these fancy things you can learn about on social media, but the most basic activity that you should be doing every day is intentionally networking with people, sending out lots of love to people, getting in people's stories, scanning your stories every day and getting people into inboxes, and saying happy birthday to the people that, pop up every day in your news feed telling you that it's their birthday, and reconnect with some people if you want to. If it's somebody's birthday that you don't want to, then don't worry about it, obviously. But it's the simplest thing. But every time I play with this, it just astounds me all the time. So I get busy doing what I'm doing, and sometimes I just don't network. Okay, but every time I'm intentional with it, it fascinates me what I see the next day in my newsfeed. If I go and leave a message on somebody or connect in somebody's story, guess what I see more of the next day? Guess who's saying hello back? So when I'm more intentional about spending some time and increasing my network, it's getting more eyeballs on my stuff that maybe have not seen my stuff for a while. Simple, 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 but very, very effective. Okay. I can relate to the corporate world. I haven't totally let down my walls yet. Okay, Olive, let them down. Polar opposites with Gloria. I'm a retired truck driver that wears PJs full time, and that's awesome. I think that's amazing. And people, and that was obvious. Using Gloria as an example, I knew Gloria's personality from word go. There's no sugarcoating anything for Gloria. Gloria is just Gloria, and Gloria is just amazing the way Gloria is. So she's got very quickly, or that's part of her upbringing, is just to be Gloria. Wasn't part of my upbringing, so I've had to shift and change. And Gloria would have lots of people watching her that probably don't let her know they're watching her, guaranteed. Okay, so I've talked long enough. I'll go back to your comments later. I don't want to keep you here, but I just really want to make that clear. Try not to put too much focus on the one post or something like that. Just post all the time. Be really genuine. Share your life, share your thoughts, share your gratitude, share your journey in the online world so people know that you're in the online world, like on a personal profile. Grow your network all the time. Be really intentional about that. How can I get more people on my business page? How can I grow my group? How can I get more friends on my personal profile outside the people that are already there? I need some new blood. I need some fresh blood. That you can expose yourself to. Okay, stories and birthdays. Intentionally posting stories, birthdays. Do it every day. Be consistent. Don't miss it. We're building relationships with people. This industry is about people doing business with people, human beings. Even if you do Facebook advertising, they won't sign on the dotted line unless they know who you are and that you're a trustworthy person. Okay, so it's still important if you're doing full-on blown Facebook advertising. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Judy and Bob. In joke there. I've really, really got to go. So in joke with the VIPs. Join me tomorrow, same time. Intentionally post, guys. It's just it's the secret sauce. You're all looking for the next best thing, but just getting back to just being really intentional, loving, nice, complimenting people, stuff like that. People aren't nice enough in this world, that brings me our Acts of Kindness movement from September the 14th to the 30th. Please get yourselves, if you're not already, into our free group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, because that's where we're running the Acts of Kindness movement. You do something nice for somebody between September the 14th and September the 30th, and 30th, you go into the running for, you could win lifetime membership to my coaching community and $100 Amazon voucher. And there's more of that. There's quite a few prizes. And don't forget, up above, if you need help closing sales, if you need help handling objections, if you want to dive deep into closing some more sales and converting your conversations to a conversion to a sale, join us next week in my boot camp called Closing Sales Boot Camp. You can join for $1 up above. Have a look at the information there. Okay, I'm going to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.